Hello, so nice to meet you at Motivational Quotes for Happiness Message to Billions meetings. We are reading from world scriptures, words of love to empower with positive, energetic vibe for prosperity. So we have this billion Happy Life subscribers marathon. Please subscribe. And what is really important about our meeting, that these quotes, what we are reading, it's helping billions of people, was helping till now, and will help you too in your life. Just practice them. So let's start reading. Next, we was reading from the beginning of the book of the world scriptures, and now we came to the chapter. You could find others at our channel, other videos from the beginning. And today special is the chapter Reverence for Life. Passages in this section prescribe the ethic proper to reverence for life. Taoists and Buddhists text remark on the artificiality of the human world and call us to return to the innocence and purity of nature. Living in nature is purifying and conducive to the spiritual life, in contrast to the dark and dirty environment of the city. For anyone who spends time in nature, reverence for the natural world and respect for all its creatures is not something forced, but flows naturally from a loving heart. Then there is the doctrine of ahimsa, non-violence toward all living beings, which arose on the Indian subcontinent. Vegetarianism is often motivated by this ethic. Moreover, among natural creatures, none give more completely and without complaint than the cow, which is rightly revered by Hindus and many native people. Father Moon's teaching touch on many of these points, but especially emphasizes a love of nature, which he regards as the standing point for environmental ethics. However, he offers an interesting descent from vegetarianism based upon the concept that the creature of lower order seek to become closer to God's love through being eaten and absorbed by creatures of higher order. Ideally, they would strive to be nourishment for humans who stand at the summit of creation, because they embody God's love. Nevertheless, people who do not practice true love are unworthy to consume their food. Care and reverence for all things. From the Buddhism quote, as a mother who with her own life guards the life of her own children, let all embracing thought for all that live be thine. From Hinduism quote, the more of living that is founded upon total harmless toward all creatures, or upon a minimum of such harm, is the highest morality. From Islam, the Prophet said, there is neither harm nor cause for harm in Islam. From Jainism, one should not injure, subjugate, enslave, torture, or killing any animal, living being, organism, or sentient being. This doctrine of non-violence is immaculate, immutable, and eternal. Just as suffering is painful to you, in the same way it is painful, disquieting, and terrifying to all animals, living beings, organisms, and sentient beings. Another quote from Buddhism: a certain priest had been killed by the bite of a snake, and when they announced the matter to be blessed one, he said, "Surely now, O priest, that priest never suffused the four royal family of snakes with his friendliness. For if that priest, for if the priest had suffused the four royal family of the snake with his friendliness, that priest would not have been killed by the bite of a snake. Creatures without feet have my love, and likewise those that have 2 feet, and those who have 4 feet I love, and those two that have many feet." A quote from Albert Schweitzer: the moral person accepted as being good, to preserve life, to promote life, to raise to its highest value life, which is capable of development, and as being evil, to destroy life, to injure life, to represent life which is capable of development. This is the absolute fundamental principle of the moral. A man is ethical only when life as such is sacred, that of plants and animals as well as that of his fellow man, and when he develops himself helpfully to all life that is in the that is in need of help. Another quote from Taoism: rear them, but do not lay claim to them. Control them, but never learn upon them. Be their steward, but do not manage them. This is called by the mysterious power. From another quote from Taoism: a horse or a cow has 4 feet. That is nature. Put a halter around the horse's head to or put a rope through the cow's nose. That is man. Therefore, it says, do not let man destroy nature. Do not let cleverness destroy destiny, the natural order. And another quote: in the land of Yamato, there are many mountains ascending to the heaven of Mount Kagu. I gaze down on the country and see smoke rising here and there over the land. See gulls floating here and there over the sea. A fine country is this, and the island of Grand Fortress, this province of Yamato. This was from Shinto, another from Buddhism. On the eastern side of the Himalaya, the king of mountains are green flowing streams, having their source in slight and gentle mountain slope, blue, white, and 100-leafed the white lily and the tree of paradise, in a region overrun and beautified with all manner of trees and flowering shrubs, and the creepers resounding with the cries of swans, ducks, and geese, inhabited by troops of monks and ascetics. Come, come back, come back, tigers, to the woods again, and let it not be leveled with the plain, for without you the axe will lay it low. You without it forever homeless go. Let's go further. with another quotes from the Messiah Second Coming teaching of Sun Myung Moon. Unless you love nature and human beings, you cannot love God. Those who cannot love nature cannot love human beings, the owners of the nature. We should love nature and the other people more than ourselves. You love your wife, but do you love the air, sun, light, water, and vegetation from which your wife is benefiting? Unless you love nature, you cannot love yourself. If you eat the things of nature while mistreating nature, you may get sick. Nature is the closest thing to our body. We should fulfill the desire of nature, which languishes in lamentation. If you love the natural environment of your hometown, you can know how to love your body. If you love your body, you can know how to love your own heart and mind. If you love your own heart and mind, you can know how to love God. Do so and you will not perish. We should love the ocean. Yet how can we when danger are abound and so much about the ocean is unknown? By research, by searching it out and learning its secrets, our love for the ocean will grow and grow. Likewise, there are many dangers lurking in the mountains. Yet we want to explore the mountain and brave their challenges. Then our hearts will grow deeper and wider. Only those who love the mountains can worship that is high. Confucius, Buddha, Jesus, and all the prophets love the mountain. Indeed, many people treading the path of God's providence received comfort from nature. New York City and the Washington D.C. metropolitan area are truly dark, living hells. If it is better to live on an island where you have to travel 3 miles before meeting another soul, and if you walk all day, you might see 10 people at most. If you live in such a place, perhaps the eyes of your original mind will open. Even in a natural area where you are with nature for 80% of your day and with people only 20% of the time, it is not easy to keep a balance. I recommend that city dwellers spend time in the wilderness. We must resolve the problem of air and water pollution. Otherwise, how can humanity survive even 300 more years? Today, we can enjoy civilized life even in a rural area with the internet and the telephone. Even if you were to live on the top of 7,000-meter high peak of the Rocky Mountains, you could still reach everywhere in the world. I'm going to the jungles of the South America. Although there are many mosquitoes, there is clear air, clear water, and bright sunshine. Sometimes I go to an island in the Pacific Ocean where the air is good and the water is clear. I go where the environment is good and there is no pollution, so I can converse with nature. When I'm with nature, I'm closer to God. Wow, so interesting. I love very much these quotes. I'll took this to explore today in practice. We should love the ocean. Yet how can we, when dangers abound and so much about the ocean is unknown, by searching it out and learning its secret? our love for the ocean will grow and grow. Likewise, there are many dangers lurking in the mountains, yet we want to explore the mountains and brave their challenges. Then our hearts will grow deeper and deeper and wider if we will research all of this, what is in the nature. Okay, let's go and read from the Happy Modern Homo Sapiens book. The chapter is Questions for Happy Life. From the time when we are children, we start to ask many questions. Does we start the path of self-perfection as we grow? How better to deal in this situation? How better to do in this situation? Many times we get fast answers, but sometimes to get the right answers and we get it, this life lesson take us the whole life. These questions help us to develop for good. Therefore, never stop questioning, since right answers when we get the life lesson, even after several mistakes we make and learn, the life lesson is lead us to perfection. Even by little steps, we make great progress. In good situation or life's most difficult situation, search for right answers, since getting and learning life lesson about not only and learning life lesson about not only lead us to perfection, but also remain as a best practice further to next generation. That is how was developing humankind until now. Yes, so interesting quotes for today. Please practice them, and you will have miracles and prosperity in your life, as billions of people who have practiced them. And in these meetings, what we have, daily meetings, is billion Happy Life Subscribers Marathon. So please share this marathon, this video with all your friends, and happiness will come back to you more and more abundant. Wish you a great happy day. Contact me anytime for cooperation. See you tomorrow.